the strongest drivers we have this year in our dare stock class.
And a popular one as well. And so we're getting set to go under the green flag. Here we go off turn number 4. Paradiso-Muska dare stock shootout. 8 laps to get the job done. Green flag comes out atop the flag stand, and it's hammered down back down to turn 1.
Down to the bottom of turn number 1. No question about it. Bear tries to hold on, but Marquise moves to the front of the class. Already the movers and shakers. Como, remember he said after his feature event, I needed a few more laps. Well, this race, he doesn't have any laps in comparison. He's only got 8 to get to the front of the field.
Como in that 8 lime green full-bodied dare stock race car. Inside, yellow 74. Brandon powers by. Out in front, though, it is the 5. Andy Marquise, who carries the mail off turn 2.
No question, Brandon Michael looks hungry, moves into the 3rd spot. Here comes the champ, Latois, making his presence known on the inside. Meanwhile, front of the class, Alexandra Fern, the battle of the sexes, Joe, as Andrew Marquise leads him back to the stripe.
Fern grabs a handful of steering wheel, cuts it down to the bottom. Now she navigates back in line behind Marquise in the 5. Nose to tail off turn number 2. Marquise the race leader, and Alexander Fern hunting him down on the back straightaway.
Well, all that's been happening. Latois is trying to move into the 4th spot. Walker is there. Then it's Beyer making his presence known. 74 of Brandon Michael still sitting in the 3rd spot. 3 laps of 8 now in the record books. Marquis is the big leader, but Alexandra Fern is working him over.
Look at that 3rd position. Frank Latois steps up to the outside lane of Brandon Michael, dead even at the exit of turn number 2. And now Johnny Walker says, I'll follow the champ on through around the outside. Picking up the 3rd spot is Latois. Here comes Walker to the outside of Michael.
Latois now trouble. Leader goes around, a mad scramble, and the champ gets pinned on the outside wall as Brandon Michael takes over the number 1 spot.
Andy Marquise gets that number 5 rolling once again, but for Frank Latois, not going to be the same story.
1 o'clock. Pre-race festivities and the start for the SK Modified feature event, followed by the late model feature and the Napa Auto Parts Wheel and Modified Tour 150. Estimated time approximately 3:15. Back to green with 4 laps remaining in the Paradiso-Muska dare stock shootout. Here's Joe Cost.
Inside lane 74, Brandon Michael battling with Johnny Walker to the outside. 2 by 2 they go. Race lead. Michael on the bottom, Walker to the outside. Como and Beyer working back in that 3rd and 4th position as they hit turn 3.
They are glued together as they rumble off the turn. All of a sudden, Perowitz spins. Brandon Michael goes around. Como goes around. Hopefully they both can get it fired back up as Walker quickly inherits the lead. Everybody pulls away. We're staying under green. 5 laps are up on the big board. Walker is gone out in front, and Beyer is setting in 2nd and trying to close up that gap.
Back into turn number 3. Walker firmly in command of the Paradiso-Muska shootout. To the stripe they come. 2 circuits remaining for the driver of car number 0. Can Beyer track him down? He's cutting away at that advantage as they head for turn 2.
But the clock is ticking. His time is running out. Down the back straightaway. Walker was a contender for the point title. A vicious contender. He comes up on Brandon Michael. Lapped audible. Now, all of a sudden, Brandon Michael is in direct line of our leader. They come off the turn. White flag is out. 1 lap to go.
Michael goes spinning off turn number 4. Back to turn number 1. Walker with the advantage. 3, 4 car lengths the advantage now. Back to Beyer in the 29. Back straightaway. Final time. Michael's car still sitting slowly rolling down the front straightaway. Race leaders bearing down on him on the final circuit.
They come off turn number 4. To the stripe they come. Walker will take down the win. Beyer will finish in the 2nd spot. And rounding out the top 3 will be the 8 of Como.
And Brandon Michael will finish in the 4th position, 1 lap down.
So there you have it. An incredible way to finish in the Paradiso-Muska shootout as they came down to the final laps, the final turns, as Walker will